Right, everyone, we are back for another TacTeam set review. This time with Spiderman, or I think it's the second Universes Beyond set that's coming to standard, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, sounds right.
After Final Fantasy, this one is looking from a gameplay perspective, I guess. It's looking more interesting than Final Fantasy to me on first glance. What do you think, David?
Yeah, like aside from any IP issues, I quite like the set. I think like the barrier to current standard is quite high because of there's as far as I can tell, two decks in town, maybe three with blue black. So like with Vivian in town, like being the best deck, it kind of limits how good this set could be. But obviously things are likely to change. But
Yeah,
this set has people have been quite critical of this set because of it doesn't feel like a Magic set, and it doesn't and I get that, but overall, I think the design of the cards is quite interesting. There's lots of interesting designs. I like the fact that you can play the flip cards on both sides. That's correct, right?
yeah.
I think that's really a
I think
great way to hand.
most of them are going to be really good because they are reasonable on the front side and on the late game they are gigabombs.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so yeah.
But yeah, I think yeah. So in terms of what we'll do our usual thing where we talk through the spoiler or mythic spoiler if you want to follow along. And me and Claudio talk about what cards we think might make an impact. Primarily on standard, I'm very tired. Claudio exhumes me every time a set comes out with some kind of ritual. And yeah, so uh, I think that Norman Osborn is a really kind of cool card. What do you think about Mr. Osborn, the Green Goblin
The
that doesn't
green
have any green in him?
the green goblino. Yeah, like this
Like,
is an example of a card we were talking about. Like 2 mana, 1/1 unblockable looter on the front sides. Pretty reasonable if your deck is interested in like reanimating creatures. You are a prophet deck. Um, Even if I think we are going to be talking about a lot of the cards here in the context that the Cauldron deck's not gonna be deck in
yeah, of
at once.
course.
So I think that we even if they ban Vivi, we're still gonna have some kind of like blue red draw discard cards deck. This is good with
Mhm.
Oculus too. Um, yeah, I think this card is really good. And like on the flip side, you get a really powerful effect. Like every card basically having madness in your graveyard. We have the new mechanic here, Mayhem,
Mhm.
which is it's kind of interesting that when he flips, he doesn't enable himself anymore.
Yeah, it's. Yeah, I think it's an interesting card. Like, I don't think it'll be a format defining card, but it's like a nice tool, and it might be the kind of thing as well. If there's like a more controlling deck, you can board this in. Like the fact it connives, it gets bigger, so it can actually become
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah, my bad. It doesn't loot. It's better than that. It's conniving, so
yeah,
it's gonna get bigger over time.
yeah, and like the good things to usually discard are like spells. So
Yep. Um, it's gonna be very interesting if like a deck that cares more about the Grixis side uh, um materializes, because that would be cool. It's kind of a neat card.
yeah,
He synergizes very well with Harmonize.
yes, that's true. It's kind of funny how Winter Night Stories is completely broken in decks where it's good. Like it just looks like the best card like in the Teamer deck I saw you play, and like obviously it's really good in VV. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
really
there's
nice
a
with
couple
Winston.
cards like that, like the Doctor, the bear that discounts cards that you're casting from the graveyard, and is similar. Having playing the bear recently, I think that it's not an effect that you want to be overlooking. Um, yeah, I think we're going to be talking about most of the flip ones. I think they're really good. I like Peter Parker. really nice with your enduring innocences of the world, your token deck, two bodies in one. Warden of the Inner Sky plays really well with this guy, and I think that usually on the types of deck Peter Parker is gonna see play, you're not gonna be trying to do something broken with the flip sides because they're mostly playing cheap cards.
Yeah,
But
something to mention about all of these like flip mythics is because lots of decks can play Start in Town, you can like perhaps play Norman Osborn in your blue-red deck, and then you just have like a black from Start in Town. I think that'll be something that is quite important to
or like
consider.
you're like if you're a base white deck, you can try to figure out if you can play some verges as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Like float farm verges starting white. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of nice. This one people are probably going to try to build around the backsides, trying to cheat omniscience or something into play.
Mhm.
I think that even if you're cheating like an Elspeth into play, that's already really good. So you probably don't need to go too crazy.
Yeah, I think it's like kind of like a good rate card, and like I, I'm skeptical of cards that are like good stats because that's kind of not the direction Magic is anymore. But I think like this has a good shot, and you can probably
Yeah,
do some really broken fins potentially with the
yeah.
flip side.
Importantly, you probably always need to untap with the amazing Spider-Man to be able to do something because the like you need 7 mana all in one go to like, play something. But yeah,
Mm.
I think that this card is really good.
Um, I think like for example like a card like Gwen Stacy, like it's like a more modern Abel of Carol Keep. Like you might place in like some kind of red deck. You're not really looking to trend. You're probably not doing the other side. Although in a red deck, if you have like some splash colors, it's like a dragon. Um, but yeah, I think like this might do something if you're a like a red aggressive deck. It's some card advantage. It's a bit different from Abbott. It means you can like play this on two, and if you live and you flip a free, like yeah, I think it's got some chances.
Yeah, yeah. Um, this is really good with Inti. This is really good with warp cards. Um,
Y- Oh, I hadn't considered Inti. Yeah, it's really nice with warp cards as well.
yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
I think this is probably and like this could be like a mid-range card too. Like,
Yeah,
Abbott's
yeah,
have
for sure.
plenty of play mid-range decks.
Mm.
And like you're trying to extend the game to get to the flip side where you're gonna go pretty crazy. I think yeah,
Yeah,
card is good. Like, Floor is a 2 mana creature that draws your cards, so it's pretty nice to me.
yeah.
Um, mhm.
That's kind of what's good about this cycle, right? The floor is pretty low, the bind's very low.
Yeah.
Um,
I really like Mr. Morales here.
yeah.
I think this is a more specific card. I'm thinking about like a deck like Cage with this. You're
Mhm.
making a creature that can modify the powers of your other creatures, so you can enable the cage better. And I believe you could cast the flip side if you hit this of a cage, which is kind of crazy if you
Yeah,
can do
like
that.
I think Miles is like a really cool design, and it's kind of a bit unassuming. But like the games where you curve, I don't know, like Warden of the Inner Sky into Miles, for example, like you've got a lot of power for you've got like 4 power attacking on turn 3,
Yeah.
and that's pretty good. I think this card is really nice, and like if you can do something that counters, it gets even better.
I think the kind of cool part about this card is like if you put the counter on like the other creatures, the creature kind of did its thing, but your opponent still wanna kill it because the flip side is gonna be pretty devastating for
Yeah, yeah,
them.
yeah, for sure. I like this take on the flip cards. I think it's cool. Like getting to play both sides is a good design.
Yeah.
Uh, Eddie probably seems like it kind of might exist for a format that doesn't exist yet. But you've got like
You have
Seraph
yeah.
and
You have powerful
like
one drops in standard. You have Sissel. You have Spyglass Siren.
yeah, I guess I'm looking for like I don't know, like maybe some kind of like Doom Traveler kind of like that kind of thing, but it could be good. Um, just like I think this one is like maybe one of the weakest. But yeah, like the floor on these cards is like they're all kind of just good. Um, I guess the card I want to talk about next is probably I don't know anything about Spider-Man, so this will be some great pronunciation. Uh, Aranach, Sonic Weaver.
Sp- sp- the Spider-Man version of Talia. Yeah, I think this card is nice.
Yeah, like this card is like, I mean, you can make this on turn 2, right?
Turn two. Yeah.
Like that can be a beating. Like if you attack with like I don't know, I keep naming Warden of the Inner Sky, whatever one drop you have, and then like you make this and you look at the hand. Okay, I can't get creatures, but like against like a combo deck, if you name like sorcery, that's pretty punishing. Obviously, like they don't stack because it's legendary, but this card seems like well statted, and like even if you kind of miss and just get the information, like a free free's good, and especially if you pick something good up like I don't know, Fraben Inspector, or like even in I know Pioneer Humans is very out of fashion currently, but like picking up like Farley's Lieutenant is that's kind of exciting.
Yeah,
Uh,
especially because like once you have Warden in your deck, you get to manipulate what kind of type of creatures you have.
yeah.
Um,
Oh, it's really nice with Warden. Yeah.
so this is really nice. Like the biggest card that you could return with this is Lightstone Inquisitor for standard, but that card has Vigilance. But Warden
Yeah.
solves the problem, so it's kind of nice. Like you got to like do this a bunch of times.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, I think this card is not as powerful as Thalia. I could be wrong in
Yeah,
general, but it is close. Like it has a bigger body that matters more in standard usually.
yeah.
Um, yeah, I think this
Uh,
card is nice. I really like Sandman.
I
I think Sandman is a pretty strong card. Like for graveyard decks, like this
I
is so sticky.
yeah. I was talking about the Sandman yesterday and how like if this card existed in Legacy like 4 or 5 years ago, this would be like a nightmare for a control deck. Like you just like lose. You just get like ground out. You get back a Caracas, and then you keep picking it up. And
Get back Wasteland Sandman. GG's.
yeah, like I think this card is cool, and like I don't know if the payoffs are there yet, but I could see this being like a really good card in some meta games with like the right support. Um,
Yeah, like
it's a
the
cool
Roots
card.
deck's not doing much at the moment, but this is a really nice fit for the Roots deck.
Yeah, and I wonder if you could do something with like Lotus Field or something like that in other formats. Because like, yeah, I think there might be something
I
there.
mean, yeah, I could try to play this in the Lumra deck in Pioneer too, like with Lumra and Analyst. You're milling a lot
Yeah,
of cards, and you have this Plan B, very sticky creature. It's kind of nice. I like it.
yeah, it's a cool design.
Okay.
I quite like. Quite like. Don't worry, we're gonna get to the Soulstone rant in a bit, which I've promised will be spectacular. Um, Spectacular Spider-Man is cool. Like it's a Selfless Spirit-esque kind of card. It's also just like pretty good rate. It can fly for a mana. It's a good like white aggressive card. Again, like there's lots of tools for a white aggro deck. It's just and it's kind of funny because in the kind of VV format, you might think white's a good color, but it doesn't have like the right hate pieces. It seems like red has all of the right pieces, and because the Razor Kin Needlehead guy is a like double red card, you can't splash it. But I think like there are some tools again for white in this set, and this card's cool. Like picking it up, like you can attack, pick it up for web slim, flash it back in. It's kind of nice. Gives your white deck a bit more play.
Yeah, that's a great
Like
point. Yeah, I think this card is just good on rates.
um,
Hydroman's pretty good, I think.
yeah, it's a very bizarre card, but
Yeah.
I really I think like while people don't like the kind of flavor of the set, I think the designs are really cool and unique and mechanically interesting. It's not like Assassin's Creed where it's like 30 instances of free running. It's like kind of interesting mechanics and cards and abilities. Like this card's just very bizarre, but
Yeah, I think there's a
Yeah.
bit more cohesion in the set. Like there's a lot of cards that care about discarding, playing cards from exile, so they kind of talk to each other a bit more than Assassin's Creed. Yeah, Hydroman's a card that would be really good in your typical mono blue tempo deck that sometimes exists in standard, sometimes not. Like you hit them on your turn and you have an extra mana on their turn, which is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Um. All right, David. Let's talk about the Soulstone.
Okay, this card probably won't be very good, but that's not really why I dislike it. This is probably one of my most hated Magic cards in a very long time. Um, Basically, I dislike this card because it's a mana rock that does something good in the late game. Now, standard isn't really defined by like the concept of an inevitable late game, but I think in Magic, and what makes Magic a good game is that you have to choose. But nowadays with design, I think there's less. You don't have to make as many choices. Like they don't put cycling on rampant growth for good reason. Like the payoff with that is I drew my rampant growth on turn 10. That's bad. This card like is good on turn 2. It's good on turn 3 and 4. And then if you draw it in the late game, then you get like a pretty reasonable like effect. And like you can have like a token, um, and also like you can do it as an instant, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
And like
I
we
just
talk about Mindstone being a powerful card because it has that cycling effect, but this is
yeah.
just on another level.
And people compare it to like Virtue of Pestilence, and like, yeah, I understand Virtue of Pestilence wasn't taken over tournaments, but like mana's different to killing a creature. And the problem with this card, like, it's quite reasonable to imagine games where you cast Soulstone, you tap it, and then you duress if that's good, or you stab or do something. It's legendary, so like you can't probably play four, but I think the design is very inelegant, and it. I think it's disappointing that Wizards produce this kind of card. I think like it's okay for players to make choices because that's what makes Magic good. Like people complain about mana screw, but like these things are like good for the game. And this is like a much more condensed version. I might write something about Magic design at some point, but I think that this is just like a very elegant card, and not because of like any flavor reasons. The card could be called Stone, and I wouldn't care. I'd still dislike it as much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's just a bit inelegant. But it could be a very good card. It might be a bad card. It depends really like what the how good it is to go turn two Soulstone tap black do something good. Like I think that's kind of how the card works. It just
I think
feels
that this is going to be a virtue of persistence kind of card. Like you play one in your black mid range deck because of the late game potential.
yeah.
Probably
It just to me like I just don't like it from like a design point. The card is probably
Oh
fine.
yeah,
It's just
yeah.
feels
It's gonna be really annoying to get if you're trying to get this reconstructed because it's going to be $1 billion for commander.
yeah. Um,
Um,
Spider-Punk's cool. Like they seem to be pushing this kind of damage can't be prevented on some aggressive creatures, which might suggest some kind of bog in the future.
yeah.
Um, this card's fine. Like you're not really playing it for other spiders having riot. You're kind of playing it for Goblin Piker with haste that can protect a spell,
Yeah,
or
but I don't think that's good enough. But if there's enough incidental spiders in your deck, this becomes
yeah.
really good.
There might be times when like this might be like a combo card. Like you want to put it in your combo deck to like protect your big spell.
Yeah.
Like Vexing Such a sure bit of play. The Spider Ham again, another controversial card because is it a magic? What is a magic card? What is Love Persevering and all that? Like it's a lord for animals.
I think that's the most annoying part of the card is like you don't know what
Yeah,
it gives +1/+1 to.
you could just say
No
all of
human. I don't know. I
yeah,
think no human
like
would be a better design for this.
Bloom Blurrow block.
Yeah.
Yeah, this card's okay. Like there might be a deck that wants it. Like there might be like I don't know, some kind of deck. Green isn't the best color for this. If this was a red card, it would be really good.
Yeah.
In the mice deck, for example, it does give mice. Yeah, like card could be okay, not, but yeah. Uh,
I mean, yeah, the squirrels from Bomboro didn't see a lot of play, but all of them care about food, and this pumps them. Like, I don't know, this could be good.
yeah, it's also like annoying because like you want to stack your lords together as well.
Yeah.
Like you can't, but yeah. Um,
Uh, Agent Venom is a Midnight Reaper with Flash. It's kind of
yeah,
nice. We have never seen this kind of effects before.
yeah,
But
I like it.
yeah, it's okay. It has madness too.
Yeah, attacks it better.
Yeah,
Renly,
now this comes into play where every creature is legendary, so they don't stack. So that's
yeah,
a bummer.
but I think that's okay. That's okay as well. I think.
Uh-huh.
Go on, you go next.
Uh, Here we have one of the spiders you could play alongside Spider Punk, Spinneret and Spiderling. This card is pretty good, I think. It's a 1 mana creature that gets bigger relatively easy. And if it gets big enough, you can start drawing cards. It doesn't need to be by its own ability, like if you pump this with Innkeeper Silence or any kind of other ways, this can start getting card advantage for you, which is kind of nice. I
Kind of
like this
nice.
one.
Might be nice. You can curve it into
Mr. Punk
like
here
Miles for,
as
or
well.
Punk or Miles
Oh
or
yeah, I was liking that. I kind of like that. They are not spiders on the front side though.
that's okay. I think like it's kind of fine. Like you can that's still
Yeah,
I
but
think
Miles grows
reasonable.
her power, so it's kind of I see the vision. I think it's
Yeah.
nice.
Strength of will is like the heroic intervention. Um, no, like not really heroic. Like saves one guy, and like sometimes it might like saving against a bolt and getting 3 counters might be okay. 2 mana's a lot for a combat trick, but the counters are pretty interesting. Um, yeah.
Yeah, I think sometimes this is gonna lead to blowouts in limited where like you
Oh
block their
yeah,
biggest guy, like your tiny creature gets fucking huge and you kill them.
yeah. I can see that.
Yeah.
Uh, radioactive spider, like kind of bizarre card. Um, but yeah, like maybe you
This
can
is.
chain into a better spider. I'm not sure.
Can you? I wonder if you can get this. I don't think you can get them, right?
I assume you can, right? I mean, otherwise it'd be really terrible. This card would be really bad.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
not sure. I would have to look it up. Because it asks for a spider hero. And there are only spider heroes on the backside. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna take a look and get back to you on that.
um, Origin Spider.
I like
Okay.
Horno a little bit.
Yeah, like it's it's a very strange card.
It is strange, yeah.
Um, yeah, like I should probably try this in cube. It can be very big. Um, kind of better tendrils in some ways. Yeah, like
It's like how
kind of
good is a
interesting.
3 mana 3/2 with lifelink that gains a life on ETB? And it's really nice that it scales.
Yeah, like this could be like control finisher. Um, yeah, like maybe it's good. Like it's a bizarre card, but like the fact it scales is pretty good. Like turn 3, it's a 4. No,
The more I think about this, isn't this like the perfect sideboard card against reds? Like you play this early, you trade with your creature against you, and like if you like this gets more and more powerful as time goes on.
yeah,
Okay, I'm pretty high on this one. We have the rent is due.
a horrifying
The
message.
rent is due for me.
Me too, bestie.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. Yeah, I don't know if like you can actually support this very well. It's not. It's really nice
Yeah,
with creatures with vigilance if you can do that.
yeah, bizarre card. I mean, there's a couple of those in this set. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's not really my kind of card.
Yeah.
I do like. I like that we're going back to sagas. I like Origin of Spider-Man, which is just a little bit down. I really like that card.
Yeah. Can talk about it. Yeah, I think this card's
Like,
pretty nice. It does a lot for 2 mana.
also, I'm interested, like, with like Pixie, like the death of Gwen Stacy. Like, do you think that could be a player in a deck like Pixie? Like, it is expensive, but picking it up is could be
Yeah, I
appealing.
think it's a bit slow. Like the second chapter, if it was like a force discarded, this card would be better. But I don't think you're often aggressive enough to like make the true life that meaningful.
Mm,
I
that's fair.
would be more interested in playing Origin of Spider-Man though, because like you care a lot about making bodies.
Yeah, okay. But it could be something there, like maybe like a sideboard card.
Yeah. Spider Sense is potentially a pretty good card, I think, as well.
Yeah, can see that. What kind of deck do you think?
Mostly as a sideboard card. Any deck that's playing like Spyglass Siren, Nurturing Pixie, the Kirin, this pairs really nicely with like the flyers that have ETBs. What else do we have here? Aunt May is a pretty nice card. It's
Yeah,
it's a Soul Sister. Like if you're playing spiders, it gets bigger. Not
yeah,
sure that matters, but like the base thing that she does is good. Sometimes this kind of affects his play. We have Holly in the format now, so there's a few like
yeah. That was
payoffs.
my first was like Harley. Um,
Mr. Holly,
I can't.
Villainous Wrath, the most English card of all time.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I mean, it's a. I don't know. Like, it's a control. It's a control card that randomly deals damage. It's like putting Lava Spike on your thing twice.
People are calling this the reverse fumigate.
Fumigate.
The evil fumigate, so it's kind of cool.
Like, it's a cool design, but like, I don't really see like if a black deck wants a Wrath, it's fine. But like it is flavor text. Although with our friend the Vampire and now as our win condition in my theoretical blue black deck,
That's true.
like, yeah.
This is really punishing, like to like token decks. If you're making wild boards of like little creatures, they play two of this and you kind of lose the game. Just kind of nice.
Yes. Are we getting ready for Spider-Man UK?
We're getting close. I like the Hobgoblin. It's like a pretty simple card, but pretty powerful.
Yeah, this card's cool. Like, it's probably like there'd have been a time in Modern where this was probably quite good potentially.
Yeah.
Like you play against a deck like Tron, you make this on 2, you attack, then turn 3, you Faithless Loot in, Street Wraith, and then you've got a great Modo screenshot. Yeah. It's
I mean, yeah, you're gonna play Shark on 1, this on 2, Thirst on 3, and they're gonna die or something like that.
There's gonna be very quickly an Aspiring Spike deck with that card, like 100%.
Yeah, I think this card's good.
Yeah, me too.
What else do we have here? We have Spider-Man UK. Pretty.
Yeah. A card that many of my
Strange
friends are fascinated by. Yeah, come on England, etc. National pride. Jelly deals.
God
pie
save
and
the
mash.
queen.
God save the king.
The king,
Yeah, it's funny because I'm English.
I'm English.
All right, that's enough of that. The commons and uncommons don't look anything extremely exciting. I don't think.
There's some cool ones, like Secret Identity is a pretty playable protection spell.
That art is so cool as well.
Yeah. Supportive parents can be pretty good if there's a deck for it. Um,
That card is going to be subject to many memes by me.
yeah, many memes. If there's like a,
Uh,
like if there's ever an effect that untaps creatures, this becomes pretty good. So you should keep an eye on that.
yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I know that Huda is really high on this card. I think it's good too. The Heroes Hangout. Uh, providing it doesn't provide card advantage, but like it's helps grease the wheels a little bit on the first mode. And the second mode is really good at um,
Yeah, I could see that.
triggering like Valiant on your creatures as well.
Yeah, like definitely an interesting card. Like I think this is like a good design of like mode or more versatile cards. Like this isn't going to be game breaking, but it's good.
Yeah,
I like it.
yeah, it's like a very versatile card, but the effects are toned down a little bit to match the mana cost, which is good, I think. It's also a
Yes.
sorcerer, like it's very constrained.
Mhm.
It's a good design. Um, Sunman's Quicksand is probably a playable card in standard.
Yep.
The mana shoe effects always see play, and if you discard this, it's one-sided, which is cool.
Mhm. Swarm Being of Bees is pretty cool.
Yeah,
For like,
for Pauper, right? People are talking about that card for Pauper. Where is it?
yeah, makes a lot of sense there.
Yeah, it's like a kitchen nymph.
Yep.
City Pigeon is nice. This kind of card sometimes it plays. His play like it dies and leaves a rectangle in play.
Love rectangles.
I love rectangles. But yeah, here it is. Swarm, Bean of Bees. Yeah, I expect this card to play in Pauper, perhaps.
Yes, definitely.
Oh yeah, this card is pretty exciting too. The Masked
The
Neon,
mask.
yeah.
Yeah, card's nice.
Yeah, it's it's a neonate, which is it's a bit stronger than neonate, I think. It has haste, right? It has the types we seem to be caring about with the set.
Yeah, cats. Maybe on the
Cat,
cats.
the cat spider
Don't
hero.
don't don't feed your cats rice.
Don't fit the cat.
Um,
Yeah. Shock. And here we get to the gold cards, which like the gold cards are really interesting for the set.
I a lot of these made like my really high power cube. I again don't know anything about Spider-Man, but the fact there's a card called Mr. Negative, pretty
Mr.
funny.
Negative.
Adding its name to You're Already Dead, etc. I like Scarlet Spider Ben Riley. This is a powerful card for some Llanowar Elves gamers if you are in the market for that.
Yeah, this card is. I think this card is pretty crazy. It's like it's so good with Nova Hellkite as well.
Oh, yeah, that's a beaten.
Like people are yeah, I think this card is pretty good, but it's probably good to see play. Like it's just like even if you play this a 3 mana 4/3, like your web slinging plans have failed, it's still fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so people talk about Mr. Negative as a card you wanna be shooting into play, which is interesting. Like it's kind of cool. Like the way you're trying to beat like the creativity style deck or a reanimator deck, like you're trying to beat them down before they do the thing, right? And when you're almost there, killing them, like they get this out and swap life totals, and suddenly you were kind of dying.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
which is pretty dicey. And like if you're playing against a slower deck, this is gonna draw you a bunch of cards.
I wonder, like, obviously, like Legacy, it's really hard. Like the barrier's high, but like reanimating this draws you, like, if you cast reanimate, you're probably gonna draw like a lot of cards. Like,
Oh, that's nice. This is like a combo with reanimate.
yeah,
I hadn't thought about that.
yeah, I hadn't thought about that until now. I probably need to get one of these.
Let's see. So this is the Jocko we were talking about yesterday. This card is pretty nice. There's like already a blue-green tempo-ish deck in standard. And like the deck has maps and things like that. A lot of exploring Ouroboros. So it's like you can go up the chain pretty fast.
Yeah, this card's cool. Like,
It's like the floor is a 2-mana 1/1, which is not too exciting, but like I can see like playing one of these and like it being powerful from time to time.
mhm.
Mary Jane Watson, whenever a spider enters, you draw cards.
Yeah,
Yeah, if there's I didn't take a look at the sets, looking at like if you can like build a deck with a bunch of spiders only, but if you can, this is a good cards I think. Especially because some of the spiders have flash, so you can do like draw a card on my turn, draw a card on your turn. So that's kind of nice. Spider Woman is pretty good. It's a pretty strong card for like an aggressive deck.
this has like some kind of legacy, like vintage applications as well. Like, could do something there in like initiative or
Mm-hmm.
that
Okay.
kind of thing.
Okay.
Like, yeah, like the rate's pretty good. Flying's more important than ever in Magic. Yeah, it's a cool card.
Yeah. I like Arana, Heart of the Spider. I think this card is pretty strong for constructed, especially like for standard. You get to trigger Valiant, it provides card advantage, it does something right away, which is kind of nice. Yeah, this card's good.
Mm-hmm.
What do
We're
you,
coming up to,
mm-hmm.
go on.
What do you think about
Um,
the Superior Spider-Man? I think this card's kind of nice.
oh, I like both blue black Spider-Man. One problem is my cube does not like this. The Superior and Symbiote Spider-Man are both really cool, and my cube does not need more blue black cards. I think Superior Spider-Man is like a really exciting like combo card for like something really powerful, or just like maybe some kind of like mid-range upgrade. I think this card's great. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, like I think this card is like if you play this on curve and you like make this into a 4/4 spyglass art, that's pretty good. Like I don't think you
Yeah.
need to be doing crazy stuff with it, which is kind of
Hmm.
cool. Like a 4/4 picture of the schism.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, and you like the symbiote Spider-Man as well. I think this card it reminds me a little bit of Night Veil Spectre, but which like also has a bonus from the graveyard.
Yeah, like it's this Thief of Sanity,
Mm-hmm.
and like yeah, that's been a card. Obviously, it doesn't have the evasion, but it's much bigger. And again, like you can do like some cool stuff with this. Could be
Could be a nice
yeah,
sidebar pivot for like a control deck as well. It's kind of nice.
yeah.
Uh,
Go on, you first.
I like Carnage a lot. I think this card reads pretty powerful. I'm not sure what we're trying to do with this. When it
Which card?
enters, Carnage. When it enters, it
Oh
returns a
yeah,
creature with mana value 3 or less from the graveyard. Um, that creature has to attack and it deals damage to a player. You sacrifice the creature, and it has Mayhem for 2. So I'm thinking more about like this is really good with Bloodtide Harvester cards like that.
yeah. I think the card's good, definitely.
Like it seems like a good mid-range card for standard too. Like this is like this plays well with Inti. I think it's kind of cool. Like it's a great value for drop. Like if you're just casting it, but if like you got to discard this, it's kind of a beating.
Yeah, definitely. I think like that's the kind of theme of this set, like rather than like again some obviously super powered cards, like lots of like interesting like rate and like pieces.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this one. It's the kind of card that I like. Like you can do a lot of
Yeah.
different stuff with it.
Uh,
What else do we have here? I think there's a chance some kind of deck ends up playing Marbius, like if you're self-milling or like you're playing a reanimator deck of some kind. And like this
mm,
randomly ends up in your graveyard and you get some card advantage out of it. I would not dismiss this one.
yeah, can
So
see it like potentially.
yeah, it's like fine. Um, Pumpkin Bombardment could be okay. Like if you're trying to discard cards for Mayhem, it's probably
Yeah,
fine.
nothing
Yeah, like
major in it.
some of the artifacts could be fine. Like there's which was the name of the card that saw play in Affinity, the Overseer. Like
Oh, still Overseer.
yeah, Steel Overseer. Iron Spider is a Steel Overseer for some reason. I don't think there's a lot of synergy in Standard right now with artifacts creatures.
Yeah.
But yeah, this could be good at some point potentially. Um, some of the lands are pretty interesting, and I think we're done. Um, they didn't release a cycle this time, but we have two lands that tap for 3 colors that have some unique mechanics. I think Earthscorp Industries is like it's kind of dumb, but because this is kind of small ball advantage, but it's so nice that you get to bin your land and just play it for the turn.
Yeah, I agree. Um,
And we have like a web slinging land here as well.
yeah.
I'm not sure how well
I think that
this is gonna play. Maybe it's pretty
I think
good.
I think the multiversal passage could be okay as well. Kind of appealing for a control deck, perhaps.
Yeah, I guess.
Like maybe have like one or two. I don't know.
Yeah, but this is like really nice as well if you're trying to play your aggressive deck with multiple colors. Like you play this and you play starting town, and you get a pretty solid mana base if you don't care too much about losing life.
Yeah, I agree as well.
Especially because it
Um,
seems like I think these cards can see a decent amount of play. Like especially uh, if we are considering like the heroes, you're playing your um, green white cage deck and you want to have some blues because you can flip Peter Parker, you can play the Starting Town and some passages. It's pretty nice. I hate cards like that in paper because you have to make a little notes and stick on the card for the play, but it's fine, I guess.
all
Yeah,
right.
yeah, I think we're done with
Yeah, it's good. It's
the
good.
spoilers.
It's good timing.
Good
There's about to
timing.
be a well, it's about to be a phone alert in the UK where everyone's phones beeps. So, be a good time to wrap up before you hear a nice siren.
Yeah. What are your final thoughts on the set?
I really like the set. Like, and I have no like affinity to Spider-Man, for example. I just think the set is I think it's pretty cool. It's interesting. The creatures are the kind of design I like. So, yeah, no big complaints from me.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
it's
this
good.
looks way more promising than Final Fantasy for Constructed.
Yes.
I didn't even talk too much about the design of the cars, how they look, because I'm not a big fan, but this is not the focus of the set review. Yeah, I think this is gonna be really exciting for Standards, especially after we
Yeah,
got some shakeups.
yeah, I'm sure we'll. All right,
Alright, everyone.
nice to be back. Back to the cryogenic freezers for me until Claudio exhumes me for next set.
Back to the lobby. Alright, everyone.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right.